Observe now, O thou lover of learning, our brother Nemesius, in the 42nd year of the kingdom of Augustus, Christ was born in Bethlehem of Judah, and it is written in the Holy Gospel. Now, it was 2 years before Christ was born that the star appeared to the Magi. They saw the star in the firmament of heaven, which is flat earth, and the brilliancy of its appearance was brighter than that of every other star. And within it was a maiden carrying a child, and a crown was set upon his head. Now it was the custom of the ancient kings and the Magi of the Chaldeans to consult the signs of the zodiac about all the affairs of the lives of their lives. And when Magi saw the star was perturbed and terrified and afraid, and the whole land of Persia was disturbed, and the kings of the Magi and the Chaldeans and the wise men of Persia were stupefied, and they were exceedingly afraid of the portent which they saw. And they said, Peradventure the king of the Greeks hath determined to wage war against the land of Nimrod. And the Magi and the Chaldeans were terrified, and they consulted their books of wisdom, and through the might of the wisdom of their books they understood and learned, and stood upon the strength of truth. Now in truth the Magi of the Chaldeans discovered that by the means of the motions of the stars, to which they gave the names of the signs of the zodiac, they were able to know and understand the strength or importance of events before they took place. This same knowledge is also given to those who go down into the sea, and by the motions of the stars, they know beforehand when there is going to be a disturbance of the winds, and when a violent storm is going to rise up against them. And whenever they are about to be threatened by danger from the winds and waves, thus also was it with the Magi. When they saw and read in the revelation of Nimrod, they discovered therein that a king was to be born in Judah, and the whole path of the dispensation of Christ was revealed unto them. So it says, as touching the nature of that star, whether it was a star in its nature or in appearance only, it is right to know that it was not of the other stars, but a secret power which appeared like a star. For all the other stars that are in the firmament and the sun and the moon perform their course from east to west. This one, however, made its course from north to south. From Palestine lies thus over against Persia. This star was not seen by them at night only, but also during the day and at noon, and it was seen at the time when the sun is particularly strong, because it was not the one of the stars. Now the moon is stronger in its light than all the stars, but it is immediately quenched and its light dissipated by one small ray of the sun. But this star overcame even the beams of the sun by its intensity of its light. Sometimes it appeared and sometimes it was hidden entirely. It guided the Magi as far as Palestine. This was not an ordinary movement of the stars, but a rational power. Moreover, it had not a fixed path. It did not remain always in the height of heaven, but sometimes it came down and sometimes it mounted back up. From the book of the Bee, chapter 38. And this is all the different writings and things that make up. This is what this guy had to study to understand all this stuff, which is pretty powerful.